unalived because of him making a sexual pass at me. It wasn't the sexual pass that frustrated me the most. What made me most frustrated was the fact that he tried to unalive me after it, when in reality, even though I was drugged, even though I was violated, I never thought that the next step would be my life being threatened because you got turned down. But it's that power complex of wanting what you want when you want it, feeling like you own the things that you pay.
Him, I guess, allegedly.
Press. Cardi don't need no more press. But here we go again. This time, it's not about rap beef or billboard battles. It's way messier than that. Word on the street is that Offset just dropped something wild, a leaked tape that allegedly shows Cardi in a scandalous moment with none other than Stefon Diggs. Yeah, the football star, and a few other men too. Fans are losing their minds, saying Offset didn't just cross the line, he straight up erased it. For weeks, Offset's been posting those shady little moved on too fast messages, acting like the victim. But this was nuclear. Reports say Cardi is absolutely losing it behind closed doors, yelling, crying, threatening to burn everything down. Just when it felt like things couldn't spiral any further, Charleston White jumped in and made it uglier. In a new interview, he came for Cardi without a single filter, dragging her name, throwing insults left and right, and basically calling her everything but a child of God. It's chaos out here. Cardi's been catching strays all month. Trolls, blogs, haters, all of it. But now it looks like she's done playing nice. Her next move might just shake the entire industry. And honestly, naming her album I Am the Drama might have been the most accurate prediction ever, because she's been neck deep in one headline after another. Every time you think it's cooling off, someone adds gasoline to the flames, and boom, new scandal alert. And right when everyone thought the online feuds were the worst of it, Offset pulled the ultimate gotcha move. This man wanted to be messy too. He's been acting petty for weeks, subtweeting, hinting, throwing shade. But this went off the rails. According to reports, Offset somehow got his hands on a private video allegedly showing Cardi getting intimate with Stefon Diggs. Sounds wild, right? But here's the kicker. People claiming to have seen it say Stefon wasn't the only man in it. They're saying it looked like a full-on group situation. With Cardi right there in the mix, the internet practically exploded after that claim. Fans couldn't stop talking. One person tweeted, "Stefon really had 2 kids in a year and is with a woman that lets him have orgies. That's a star wipeout." Another chimed in saying, "Cardi and Stefon are living out a drunken orgy right before our eyes." It's like social media lost its collective mind overnight. Now, Cardi has always been open about being bold and experimental, even hinting before that she and Offset used to invite others into the bedroom sometimes. But this feels like a whole new level, and people can't stop dissecting it. Some think Offset leaked it just to humiliate her, not because he's hurt, but because he's broke. Yeah, reports claim that while Cardi made most of the money during their marriage, Offset's been out here spending like crazy. Allegedly, she's the one who built the bag and he's been chipping away at it. And that's not all. Remember when Offset threatened to take the kids after Cardi went public with Stefon? When that didn't work, he started hitting her where it hurts, the pockets. Cardi even revealed that their divorce wasn't finalized because he refused to sign until she paid his taxes, handed over millions, and gave him one of her properties. Imagine trying to walk away from a messy breakup and your ex hits you with a financial hostage situation. That's straight up grimy. Now, some say Offset's doing all this out of spite, pure jealousy because she moved on. But others believe it's strategy, trying to kill 2 birds with 1 scandal. On one hand, he's humiliating her in public, and on the other, he's stirring up enough noise to cash in on attention. Either way, it's ugly, and the world is watching every single move like a soap opera with no commercial breaks. At this point, fans are split. Some are dragging Offset for going that low, others are side-eyeing Cardi for the alleged tape. But one thing's for sure, this isn't just gossip anymore. It's turning into a full-blown Hollywood meltdown. And knowing Cardi, she's not going to take that kind of disrespect quietly. Something big is coming next, and when she claps back, the whole internet's gonna feel that shockwave. So technically this one rapper, yeah, him, is still married, but word is his gambling addiction is eating his pockets alive. He's always broke, chasing bets like it's a full-time job. His wife got tired of it and straight up cut him off financially, stopped giving him a single dime. So what did he do? Flew overseas with a female friend and made her hustle on a yacht for a few days while he played the big shot. He blew through most of the money she earned, flexing like he's living that luxury life when really, he's living off her grind. Wild. Now, here's where it gets even messier. Another blind item claims this same ex-A-list rapper's wife, you guessed it, has officially frozen all their joint accounts. Dude has zero access to any of the cash now. So if you're wondering how this connects to Offset allegedly leaking Cardi's tape, buckle up. Insiders are saying it's all about money. Reportedly, Offset's trying to strong-arm Cardi into giving him cash. Since she's refusing to hand over any, he's allegedly using private videos of her and Stefan as leverage, basically blackmailing her with scandalous footage. Can you believe that? And here's the kicker. This ain't even the first time he's done something like this. A few months back, Cardi herself jumped on Twitter Spaces, absolutely fuming, claiming Offset had sent some explicit clips of the two of them to Stefan. The tapes apparently showed Cardi and Offset getting real hot and heavy back when they were still together. But Offset twisted the story. He allegedly told Stefan that Cardi had been creeping with him after she started dating Stefan, just to make her look bad. Messi doesn't even begin to describe it. But don't just take it from the blogs. Cardi spoke up herself. She said, clear as day, that Offset was lying, trying to play both sides to make her look unfaithful while stirring up drama with Stefan. And as if that wasn't enough, she dropped another bomb, saying Offset had been bringing his new girlfriend into her house, the one she paid for with her money. Imagine paying all the bills and your ex walks in with his new chick like he owns the place. Apparently, Cardi even told the girl to stop posting pictures inside her house, but the girlfriend got mouthy and clapped back instead. And get this, the receipts don't lie. Fans spotted the new girl's Snapchat filled with videos clearly taken inside Cardi's home. Same furniture, same decor, everything. Disrespect on another level. It's crazy because all of this drama started after Cardi dared to move on with Stefan. Offset couldn't stand to see her happy, so now he's allegedly trying to embarrass her every way he can. If he was bold enough to leak tapes before, who's to say he won't do it again? According to Cardi, things got so dark that Offset even threatened to harm both her and himself if she didn't leave Stefan. That's beyond toxic. That's dangerous. For someone who's been pretending to stay cool online, Offset's clearly unraveling behind the scenes. He's been throwing subtle shade for months, sneak dices, tweets, weird posts. But when you connect the dots, it all leads to the same obsession. He's jealous, he's hurt, and he's trying to make Stefan look like a joke. And speaking of Stefan, Offset's been low-key trying to clown him too. Rumors have been floating for a while that Stefan might be on the down low, and Offset seems to love hinting at it without ever saying it outright. When Cardi's fans dragged Offset for his shady behavior, he fired back on Twitter saying, "Go bother the gay nin." People instantly took that as a shot at Stefan, and then Stefan clapped back, posting a picture of him and Cardi out at dinner with the caption, "So proud of myself. Who would have thought I'd be eating dinner with CardiB?" Straight shade. Offset couldn't handle that either. He jumped online, losing his mind, calling Stefan a BS fanboy, and going off in a rant that made him look even more pressed. The tension between these men is boiling over, and honestly, it's looking less like heartbreak and more like obsession. Every move Stefan and Cardi make together seems to set Offset off. And now, he's airing out every dirty secret he can find to hurt them both. The whole thing spiraling into something darker: jealousy, revenge, pride, all tangled up in one messy public war. And if Offset's really desperate for cash like insiders say, there's no telling what he might pull next. One thing's for sure: this situation stopped being just celebrity drama a long time ago. It's looking like a ticking time bomb ready to explode any minute. What makes this whole thing even darker is the timing. Just days before Offset allegedly dropped that wild video, JT had already lit the internet on fire by calling out Stefan for being on the DL. Yeah, she went there, and she didn't stop there either. JT even tried to drag Cardi for being involved with a man she claimed was down low. This all started after Cardi threw shade at JT and Uzi, and JT clapped back hard saying, "CardiB baby father a gay man. Not because of how he dressed, but because Chris said it out his own mouth. Justice for Chris, I stand with the gays." Of course, Cardi wasn't having it. She fired back instantly. But then things took an even darker turn when a stylist named Chris Blake came forward with serious accusations against Stefan. Chris, who styled major celebs including Drake, claimed that Stefan had made unwanted advances toward him, and when he turned him down, Stefan allegedly had him jumped. That story first dropped last year, and after the chaos, everyone assumed it had been buried and forgotten. But no, Chris came back recently for an interview, and what he said had everyone's jaws on the floor. He claimed that Stefan allegedly threatened him and even tried to harm him when he spoke up about what had happened. He said Stefan didn't just want to silence him, he wanted to erase him. Right after that shocking interview made rounds online, suddenly, that tape of Cardi and Stefan allegedly leaked. The timing? Too perfect, too calculated, and people started connecting the dots, saying Offset might have dropped it right after Chris's interview to make things explode. Fans said the clip was wild, the kind of thing you'd expect never to see outside a locked vault. People started calling for Offset to be arrested for revenge posting, saying it's not just messy, it's illegal. Some even brought up privacy laws, calling it revenge posting, and demanding he face charges for it. Cardi's supporters rushed online to defend her, saying she was clearly being targeted and humiliated by her ex. But instead of sympathy, things got worse. Charleston White popped up like he always does, loud, messy, and ready to stir things up. In a new interview, he went on a full-blown rant against Cardi, claiming that Stefan allegedly gave her an STD from being too wild out here with too many women. He even threw in nasty remarks about the supposed orgy videos Offset posted, calling Cardi out of her name and using disgusting language. He didn't just stop at her. He even spoke about her unborn baby with Stefan, saying something so disrespectful that people couldn't believe he said it on camera. He actually referred to her unborn child using the B word. Now, Charleston didn't say it straight up, but it's obvious. He's team Offset all the way. He had plenty to say about Cardi moving on, but didn't utter a single word about Offset cheating first. He completely ignored how Offset was out here posting private videos and weaponizing them to hurt the mother of his kids. The hypocrisy had fans fuming. At this point, it's not just messy gossip anymore, it's an all-out war. Offset's out here spiraling, Charleston's talking reckless for clicks, and Cardi's right in the middle of the storm, catching strays, slander, and rumors from every side but refusing to flinch. Every insult, every leak, every shady comment, she's eating it and staying silent. For now. But let's be real, this has gone way beyond a leaked tape. It's now a battle of pride, power, and revenge. Offset wanted to break her spirit and destroy her image, but if there's one thing CardiB has mastered, it's flipping chaos into a comeback. Every time people try to bury her, she comes back louder, bigger, and bolder. And you already know, when she finally decides to clap back for real, it's not just gonna shake social media, it's gonna rock the whole industry. The question now is, how far will Offset go? And how much more can Cardi take before she unleashes that Bronx energy and shuts everyone down? Because right now, it feels like the entire world is turning against her. Everybody's got something to say about Bardi, but history shows when Cardi fights back, she doesn't miss. So stay locked in, because whatever comes next, it's bound to break the internet all over again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep those notifications on, because this story is far from over, and the next chapter is about to be explosive.